Hi everyone, it's episode 18 and today is the finale of the series. I'm Sabrina and you're watching Saffron City TV. Hello, welcome back to my Nuzlocke, the first game that I ever owned, Pokemon Sapphire, and today is episode 18. It is going to be the finale. Yes, it is the finale. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're here. Anyway, before we get started, if you need a refresher on the Nuzlocke rules, they're going to be in the description below, plus I'm going to put them up on the screen now. Okay, are we all good and refreshed? Good. Today is the final episode of my Nuzlocke series of Pokemon Sapphire, the very first game that I ever owned. And it's been quite the journey, y'all. It's been quite the journey. I can't believe we're here. I gotta tell ya, I'm really freaking nervous. Last episode was an absolute roller coaster. It was scary. We almost lost many team members. But none of it compares to the significant loss that we experienced right at the end of the episode when we battled Wally and his Gardevoir destroyed and murdered our good friend Jawbreaker. So we're gonna miss Jawbreaker. I miss him. I know all of you miss him. It was tough. It was tough. Also, today I will be answering your questions at the end of the episode. Sound good? Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. Alright, we are going to go to Pokemon, and this is going to be our Elite Four team right here. We got Banana at level 55. Let's just go ahead and do a summary of all of our Pokemon. We've got Banana at level 55. She's got Inner Focus. She is brave. She's holding the magnet because she knows Shockwave. She's got Psychic, Strength, Shockwave, and Crunch. I put her on the team because I figured she could help with Phoebe. So she is the replacement for Jawbreaker. She will never be able to truly replace Jawbreaker, but she's going to be a valuable teammate nonetheless, I can already tell. We have Licorice with Shadow Ball, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Will-O-Wisp to hopefully lower people's attacks since we do not have Intimidate on anybody. We have Apple the Flygon with Earthquake, Dragon Claw. I did go ahead and go get the TM for Dragon Claw, so that's how she knows it. We've got Crunch and Iron Tail. Then we've got Caviar with Surf, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Recover. We've got Habanero with Flamethrower, Double Kick, Slash, and Bulk Up, and that is... Oh, I'm sorry, and we have Pepsi, who has Aerial Ace, Facade, Fly, and Quick Attack. I should have pre-poisoned Pepsi, so how about let's just go ahead and do that real quick. I should have done that to begin with, but you know, I got so excited I was just like, let's just go. Let's just go. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god. So yeah, I am nervous. I feel very much like I have before, where, like, I feel like I'm about to compete in a major sporting event. I don't necessarily feel unprepared, but I certainly, like, don't feel super confident. I think it was the Wally fight. I really do. I think it was the Wally fight that kind of, like, threw me off a little bit. Finally. Okay, good. Now, let's head back. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Let's go ahead and... No, that's okay. Alright, y'all. This is the team I'm gonna go ahead and save. This is the team. that we're taking into the Elite Four. Everybody's up to the level cap. Y'all ready? Let's do the damn thing. Beyond this point, only those trainers who have collected all the gym badges are permitted to enter. Trainer, let us confirm that you have all... They skipped it while I was reading it. Believe in yourself and your Pokemon and go forth. Okay. Alright, we've got Sydney. We are going to go ahead and use a freshwater on Pepsi real quick. And then we're going to put a habanero out front. I made sure to get stocked up on all of the items, so we're all stocked up. Y'all ready for the first Elite Four member? Let's go. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, let's enjoy a battle that only can be staged here in the Pokemon League. The way that they say things is so off-putting. I know that Sydney is Australian, but the last time I tried to do an Australian accent, it absolutely was not an Australian accent, and I messed it up so bad, and I don't want to embarrass myself again. Alright, there's the Intimidate. Let's just bulk up, shall we? Today, I have got a Celsius energy drink that I'm sipping on because I need it. Oh, and it's splashed all over my face. Yeah, we're just gonna bulk up, y'all. We are gonna bulk up. Oh, come on. Bull crap. I don't want to deal with Sand Attack. Oh god. Okay, let's go ahead and keep Pepsi out of the battle for the remainder of the time. Okay, come on. Alright, that's enough of that. Who's up next? Shiftry? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I took Blaze Kick off of Habanero because Flamethrower is better. Let's go ahead and put Caviar out. Oh, no. Bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, well. Never mind. I take it back. Not that bad of an idea. I mean, I want to put Habanero back in, but I kind of can't without healing him up. I mean, we can use it up to 2 healing items, so let's just go ahead and give him a Lemonade. Oh, well, I guess it's a good thing that it used Cotton Spore. Let's get a Habanero back out there. Is he gonna poison me? No. Okay, good. Flamethrower! For the one-shot. Good job, Habanero! Alright, I know that we're kind of above his level, but that's alright. Alright, this thing is definitely going to use Surf, so we're going to put Caviar back out there. Instead it used Swagger. Okay. Weird. Come on. Okay, there we go. Ah, Toxic Mist? What the heck? Just in case we need to. Just in case we need to. We might not need to. Alright, let's go ahead and get her out of there. And I just don't want it to use Surf. That's the only downside. Alright, well, we made it through the bullcrap. Can we bait it into another crunch? Alright, good. We probably didn't need to poison it. Yeah, I mean, Habanero was gonna outspeed, but oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Like, Sydney wasn't too bad. Alright, you've got what it takes so far. So now, go on to the next room and enjoy your next battle. Alright. 1 Elite Four member down. We got 3 to go plus a champion. Alright, now we're at Phoebe. Let's go ahead and get everybody back healed up again. Lemonades. Alright, and this is where Banana comes in. Come on out, Banana. Y'all ready? Time to fight Phoebe.
Ha ha ha! I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre while I trained, I gained the ability to communicate with ghost-type Pokemon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon.
How about you try and see if you can inflict damage on my Pokemon? I have 2 normal types. Good luck, Phoebes. I like Phoebe, though. She's so cute. Alright, let's just go ahead and go for the crunch. Why not? Dang, Banana? Curse, huh? Alright, do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright, well that curse is out. Let's go ahead and put Pepsi out. Well, Facade isn't really going to do anything, but let's go ahead and put Banana back out. Alright. Hit it with a crunch. Come on, Banana. Let's go. Dang, so close to a one-shot. That's alright, you can burn me. Crunch is not physical until the next generation, so we're alright. Alright, pretty good, Banana. Good job. Alright, let's go ahead and get you out of there. Let's throw Apple out there. What can a Sableye do to Apple? Ooh, more than I anticipated. But that's okay. Earthquake should be... Aw, should have been a one-shot, but certainly was not. There we go. Alright, Sableye is down and out. Alright, another Dusclops. Let's go ahead and put Pepsi out. Oh no, it knows Ice Beam! Ooh, Pepsi done tanked that Ice Beam. I did not know that... I mean, I did look up the movesets, but like, I did not know it was going to use Ice Beam. Alright, let's knock it out with a Shadow Ball. Can we? I think another Shadow Ball should knock it out. Alright, pretty good, Licorice. Pretty good. And there's the Bayonet. I'm scared for what it'll do. Oh, it just used Toxic? Okay, well, will the Shadow Ball knock it out? For the one-shot. Good job, Licorice. Awesome. Good job, team. Good job. Alright.
I didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move on to the next room.
Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get everybody all healed up. Get a Lava Cookie on Banana, Lava Cookie on Licorice. Alright, lemonades for everybody. Everybody gets a lemonade. Yeah, for some reason I didn't realize that Dusclops was going to use Ice Beam. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff there. Alright, let's go on ahead. Shall we? Alright, now we got Glacia. And our friends here are going to be, once again, Caviar, Licorice, and Banana. Habanero might be able to do a little bit of damage, but not to her 2 Celios and Walrein, so...
Welcome. My name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills, but all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you.
All right, well, bring it on, girl. She's like, weak. Everybody's weak. Was Glacia an older lady or is she young? I don't know. Come on, habanero. One shot. Bam. Plus a crit. Good job, Hobbs. Woo, habanero. Well, there's the Celio. Can we just double kick it? What's double kick gonna do? Almost enough. Almost enough. But all I did was use hail, which I'm sure it's just gonna... Yeah, she's gonna use a full restore. Another double kick. And of course it's gonna hail. Let's go ahead and hit it with slash, shall we? Good job, habanero! Alright, what do you say we get you out of there on this one? Oh, I used attract. Well, now it's probably going to use, like, body slam or something. Let's go ahead and put habanero back out, then. Oh, it used blizzard. That's interesting. Oh, and we got frozen. That's funny. One moment. Okay. So this one knows dive. I think habanero needs to get out of this one. Let's do licorice. Why not? Gonna use hail again. That's cool. I don't think it's gonna use any physical attacks. It's not going to use any physical attacks, so Shadow Ball it is. Shadow Ball didn't do that much. I just wanted to use licorice for fun. For funsies, you know? Oh, there's the attract. Okay. Licorice, don't you dare fall in love! Don't you dare fall in love with a walrus! Cool. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Habanero leveled up and everything. Cool. Alright, there's the Glalie. What exactly is a Glalie gonna do to us? I mean, I don't think a Glalie... Oh, well, it probably knows Crunch, so we should probably... I wonder if we put Habanero back out and pray to God he unfreezes. I don't think he will, though. I think Caviar is our other choice here, because I'm sure it knows Crunch. Oh, it knows Shadow Ball. That's what it was. Well, let's see what a Surf is gonna do. Not quite enough. Not quite as much as I would like, but still. Pretty good, pretty good. Good job, Caviar. Alright, there's the Wall Rain, and immediately we need a Toxic. Immediately we need a Toxic. Thank you. Good job, Caviar. And there's the Paralysis. Alright, first healing item for this battle. We are going to... Well, I only have one full restore. Yeah, I only have one full restore. I don't know that I want to use it right now. I forgot to get full restores. I like freaking filled up on everything but full restores and hyper potions. Why did I do that? Why did I not get hyper potions? I just bought a bunch of lemonades and fresh waters. That's not good. That's not helpful. Alright, well, let's just recover then. That's one healing item for this. Oh my. Alright, well, at least recover does quite a bit for us. Let's go ahead and hope that the blizzard doesn't crit again. At least we're not going to get frozen, right? Alright, well, it had a citrus berry, but that doesn't really matter. I think this is a win. Yep, that's it. I don't even really think we needed the lemonade, to be honest. I think we would have been fine without the lemonade. But either way, it's fine. I'm allotting myself 2 healing items per battle. We used 1 healing item. Probably didn't even really need it. So, that was good. Alright. Good deal. Let's go ahead and get everybody healed up again. Lava cookies. I brought cookies. I brought snacks. Clearly I didn't bring the right snacks because I don't have any hyper potions. I just have 1 full restore. And some lemonades and fresh waters, so that's not good. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and use these fresh waters up. Do I at least have, like, some citrus berries? I've got 4. We can use those so that we don't, you know, go through all of our lemonades immediately. Alright. Last one, we got Drake. Alright, Caviar is gonna be our guy here. Y'all ready for Drake? Let's do it.
I am the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake, the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle with Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me.
Alright, Drake. I like Drake. He's cool, man. That is one cool Dragon Master right there. Look at him. He's a freaking pirate. I think he's an old pirate, too. You know, that man's seen some stuff. Alright, Drake. What you got? Shelgon out first, huh? Good choice. How many recovers do we have? Oh, we got plenty of recovery left. Alright, cool. Alright, 1 shot on the Shelgon. That's pretty good. We still have an Altaria, 2 Flygons, and a Salamence to take out. There's the Altaria. What are we looking like? The 1 shot! That's right, Caviar. Good job! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Good job. That's our boy. What about the Flygon? 1 shot! Caviar! Jesus Christ, Caviar. Knocking him out. Good job, dude. I don't know why this is so funny. Oh my god. We are just taking these Flygon out left and right. Caviar's outspeeding and one-shotting everybody. Here's the big baddie right here, the Salamence. Oh my god. Alright, what's it looking like? What's it looking like, Caviar? What's it looking like? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, girl? Or, I'm sorry. What's it gonna be, dude? I don't know why Milotic just looks feminine, so that's why I always associate it with feminine stuff. But Caviar is definitely our boy. He's our boy. Alright, good job, Caviar, with a 1 shot on the freaking Salamence. Like, that was easy.
You deserve every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go onwards. The champion is waiting.
Dude. Sorry for... I keep calling Caviar a girl, and I don't mean to. It's just... It's an accident. Sorry, y'all. I don't mean to misgender my own Pokemon. Alright. Time for Steven Stone, and I forgot to change out my lead Pokemon, but that's okay. I don't think we're, like, in dire straits if we have Caviar out. Okay. The champion battle with Steven Stone. My boo. Alright, let's do it. I was looking forward to seeing you here one day. What did you see on your journey with Pokemon? What did you feel meeting so many other trainers like you? What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all. Now, bring it. The champion battle. The champion battle. Do we have what it takes? Does our team have what it takes? About to find out. I don't think Ice Beam is going to be good against Skarmory because of its steel typing, so we're going to go with Surf. Another Surf. Good job. Good job, Caviar. Our ugly little fish has evolved into a handsome young eel. Surf. Let's see what happens. Oh, Jawbreaker's cousin right there. We love you, Jawbreaker. We miss you. You are not Jawbreaker, but you remind me so much of him. Alright, there's the Cradily. I don't really know how to say it. Y'all leave me a comment below. Is it Cradily or Cradily? I want to say Cradily. That's what I called it when I was younger. Ooh, ouchie. Alright, well this seems like a pretty good time to get Habanero out there. Alright, Giga Drain. I think it probably knows Ancient Power? Maybe? So let's Flamethrower? It does know Ancient Power. Good job, Habanero. Well, let's go for Bulk Up. Is Cradily weak to Double Kick? Hold on, I want to look that up. It is absolutely weak to Double Kick, so... But... I know that Steven Stone still has... Hold on, sorry. Steven Stone still has an Armaldo and a Metagross after this. Do we bulk up? Let's hit it with the Double Kick. That's not gonna be enough for the knockout. There's the other Ancient Power. Let's heal up. First healing item. It did the same thing. Let's bulk up again, shall we? Oh my, there's a crit. Okay, whatever. We're strong enough now to get the one shot. Good job, Habanero, but I think your job here is done. Oh, there's the Metagross. Alright, y'all, I'm officially nervous. Let's get Licorice out there. Meteor Mash hurts so bad. Alright, well we got off the burn. But we're about to have to use our second healing item. Our second and final healing item for this battle. For the rest of the game, this is going to be our last healing item. We're going to use the full restore on Licorice. I don't know why my heart is beating out of my freaking chest. Alright, there's the Psychic. Okay, let's go Shadow Ball. That did not do a lot right there. That did not do enough. Can we survive another Psychic? I think we can. I think we can survive another Psychic. I was right. Final Shadow Ball in. Damn it, it's got a damn berry. I don't really want anybody to take another Psychic. I bet Banana could take a Psychic. Let's throw Banana out there, why not? She could probably take a Psychic, right? She could definitely take a Psychic. Alright, Banana, we're relying on you to go ahead and take... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He had another full restore. Another crunch. Can we get the flinch? Can we get the flinch? No, we cannot. Damn it. Hang in there, Banana. Hang in there! Damn it. And its attack rose. Apple, come on. Let's hit it with an earthquake. Come on, Apple. Come on, Apple. You got this. Come on, Apple. Come on. Come on, for the knockout. For the knockout. For the knockout. For the knockout. That's what I'm talking about, Apple. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. 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 Go, Apple. Yes. Oh, God. You know what? We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We have caviar. We're fine. Alright, it's going to use Reflect. We're going to use Recover. There we go. Do what you got to do. Let's hit it with a Toxic for just in case purposes. Alright, there's an Earthquake. All good in this hood. We're fine, fam. Y'all, I don't foresee us losing this. I really don't foresee us losing this. We did lose Banana, though. That sucks. But this is the final battle. If we're gonna lose a Pokemon ever, anytime, it's the final battle. Like, the final battle of the game. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Armaldo. Let's go for one more recover for just in case purposes. I'm sorry, you guys. My laptop is about to die, and I need to plug it in immediately. That's it! That's it! Oh my god! Yes! Caviar for the one-shot. Woo! Amen. Okay, while we're still on the screen, I need to plug in my laptop. Okay! Woo! We beat Steven Stone! We lost Banana, but you know what? If we're ever going to lose anybody during the champion fight is when it should happen. Let's go. Caviar leveled up too. Look at that. Player defeated champion Steven. I, the champion, fall in defeat. Kudos to you, Sabrina. You are truly noble Pokemon trainer. Congratulations! The feelings you have for your Pokemon and the Pokemon that respond to those feelings with all their might, they came together as one and created an even greater power, and thus you were able to grasp victory today. You are rightfully the Hoenn region's new... Sabrina! Hey, how would you like some advice before you challenge the champion? Freaking Brendan. Yeah, you didn't think a gym leader could have a daughter, and now look at us. Now look at us. We went from small popular to big popular. Sabrina, are you trying to tell me you've beaten the champion? See? What did I tell you, Brendan? Didn't I tell you that you don't need to worry about Sabrina? Sabrina, you finally done it. When I heard that you defeated your own father at the Petalburg gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance. But to think you've actually become the champion. Ah, yes. What became of your Pokedex? Here, let me see. Okay, well, we don't need to go about the Pokedex. Now, go proudly into the final room. Sabrina? No, the new champion. Come with me. I'm sorry, but from here on, only those trainers who have become champions may enter. You'll have to wait outside with the professor. It can't be helped if that's the rule. Sabrina, way to go. Congratulations. This room. This is where we keep records of Pokemon that have prevailed through the harsh battles. It is here that the League champions are honored. Come on, let's record your name as a trainer who triumphed over the Pokemon League and the names of the partners who battled with you. Y'all, we did it. We finally did it. We beat the Elite Four. We beat the champion Steven Stone. We did it. We did it. Caviar. Licorice. Apple. I bumped the mic. Habanero. Pepsi. Banana. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Yay. We did it. And then there's me. League champion! Congratulations! Name Sabrina, ID number 39016, time 7223. Woo! That's it, you guys. We beat it. We did it. Oh my god. This journey has been so fun. Like, okay. I have done many Nuzlocks in my day. I have only beaten one. Okay? And it was not a good experience. So, you know, this feels like a real accomplishment. Like, we did it, you guys. We really did. And it's been so fun. Like, I've never done a Nuzlocke like this with people watching, and it was crazy sometimes. It was hilarious sometimes. It was sad sometimes. We've lost so many good Pokemon. Our first loss was Oreo. Poor Oreo. That was walking into a bad situation that we were not prepared for, and Oreo ended up having to take a fall for the team. So we appreciate you, Oreo. The next up one that we lost, we're going to just take this moment to honor our fallen comrades. The next one lost was Jello, and that one was just due to sheer stupidity, not thinking about Nummels knowing the move magnitude. And we lost a good friend that day. Next up, we lost Biscuit. We lost Biscuit. That was tough. That was really, really tough. That was a hard day. Biscuit was an invaluable team member. We will always keep Biscuit in our hearts and minds, and just because the playthrough is over, don't forget about Biscuit. Biscuit was there for us. Next up was Taffy. We barely knew her, but you know what? Sometimes that happens. You know, you do your best, and sometimes you just don't think ahead enough. And that's the whole point of playing Nuzlocks, is to train yourself to be more prepared, be patient, and think ahead. And Taffy, unfortunately, was the result of that. Last up, we lost Jawbreaker. Last episode, we lost Jawbreaker right before the Pokemon League. But you know what? I think it worked out in the end. His sacrifice allowed us to prevail, and we will always love Jawbreaker. We will always keep him in our hearts. And that's the end. We did it! Yay! Okay. Let's go ahead and go over some questions. In the last episode and in my community post, I said if you have questions for me, I will answer them at the end of the final episode. And it is the series finale, so let's go ahead and answer some questions, shall we? By the way, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have stuck around to this point. It's been a wild and fun ride, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, okay? My subscribers are the snazziest folks on YouTube. Don't even try to argue with me. It is subjectively 100% true. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with the first questions. These questions come from Mas. I believe that's how you say it. Please don't be mad at me if I butcher y'all's names. Mas. And he asks, is your current team in the Nuzlocke what you thought it was going to be before the Nuzlocke? Now, he posted these questions, I believe, on episode 14, and that was back when we had Jawbreaker on the team, so I'll just go ahead and answer this question with that context in mind. I did not think that this was the team that I was going to have in a Nuzlocke. I have had some pretty odd teams in the past, but I've never been able to make Aeron, Lairon, or Aggron work in a playthrough. I will consider my ability to make Jawbreaker work in this playthrough. All the way up to the Pokemon League, I consider that a win. So, no, I really did not expect this to be my team. Habanero I knew was going to be on the team, and I probably could have guessed that Pepsi was going to be on the team, but I certainly didn't know that we were going to get a Flygon. So no, this is not the team I envisioned that we would have, but isn't it a good one? It's a damn good team. His next question is, how closely does it resemble your original team that you beat the game with? So I will be honest, I do not remember my original team. I know I used Blaziken on that team, and he was the only team member. He was not the only team member, but like he pulled the brunt of the work. He was my workhorse, and yeah. I don't remember what my initial team was, but I do recall having other teams that have some Pokemon that were on this team on it. I've used all of these Pokemon before, but I don't think I've ever used all of them as a team on a playthrough before, so that was exciting. His next question is, did some new Pokemon that you never used before surprise you with their usefulness? Yes, Banana. I've seen people use Girafarig in the Elite Four before, but it's been a while. I just thought I would give it a whirl, and yeah, Banana was very useful. I think everybody that I used was useful, and I don't think any of them like came from a place of surprise. Like I expected them to be useful, and they were. Okay. He says, do you think playing through a Nuzlocke will hone and improve your battling skills in general? Absolutely. Absolutely, I think that they will. Ever since I've been doing Nuzlockes, I have been getting better. I'm still pretty unfamiliar with the best way to tackle a Nuzlocke, but like this is good experience, and I certainly do believe that the more Nuzlockes I do, the better of a Pokemon trainer I will be. And I think that they're a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun with this one. So yeah, I do think so. All right, up to the next person who asked questions was Chili con Kanye. Yes, he asks, why did you start your channel? The answer is actually really simple. I started my channel for 2 reasons, okay? Reason number 1 is that I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a really long time, but for some reason, it's always been like, oh, I don't know if I want to get in front of a camera. Oh, I don't know if I want like internet attention. And I think you know the kind of attention I mean. That's not what I'm looking for. As a matter of fact, that makes like certain internet attention makes me feel really uncomfortable. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Or maybe it's just like I never really had faith in myself to do something like this. But I always have loved Pokemon. I have always loved Pokemon. And I've always thought about starting a YouTube channel. There's just always been mental blockades in the way. So one day I was just kind of like, you know what? F it. Let's do it. Let's start a YouTube channel. So I did. And then the other reason that I started a YouTube channel, and I'm just going to be 100% straight up honest with you guys, I would like to make money doing this. You know, they say if you love what you do, then you never work a day in your life. And that's kind of the goal. I'm not saying that like I want to do this as a full-time job. I don't know if that's in the cards for me, but you know, you never know, you know? So the first component is I love Pokemon. I'm very passionate about it. I want to do YouTube videos, and I want to share my joy and my experiences with other people. And the other aspect of it is, to be quite frank, I want to make money doing it. And, you know, I'm not going to be shy around it and be like, oh, I don't do this for the money. I would say it's more like 70-30. If I never make a dime on it ever, I think I'll still be happy. You know, I'll still be, you know, interacting with all of you guys and making content. But yes, that is why I started my channel. All right, I am so sorry if I butcher your name. Please don't be mad at me if I do. I'll try to say it right. Is it Cirdano? Cirdano? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Please forgive my butchering of the name. They ask, out of all of the Pokemon from Gens 1 through 9, what is your dream team? And my answer, I had to think about it. My answer is pretty much most of the Pokemon on my top 10 list, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put it up at the top of the screen so y'all can check that out. It would be Espeon, Hatterene, Metagross, Jirachi, Gengar, and Mega Gardevoir. And the reason that I say Mega Gardevoir instead of Mega Gengar is because Mega Gardevoir makes Gardevoir better, and Gengar can stand on its own. So yeah, that would basically be my dream team. A team of my faves, and Mega Gardevoir is the queen to rule all queens, so that's why it has to be Mega. So I would pretty much just be a psychic type gym leader. They also ask, will you play fan games? I probably will. I genuinely did enjoy playing the fan games and the ROM hacks that I have played, so I probably will. It might be a little bit, so bear with me. I kind of want to get my bearings straight with, like, eventually, absolutely, I will play a fan game. All right, and then they ask, have you seen Ash's final episodes? And the answer to that is no, I haven't. I haven't even seen the Gen 3 episodes. I haven't watched Pokemon since I was a kid. Now, okay, let me rephrase that. I have watched the anime, the Indigo League and the Gold and Silver series and the Orange Islands and all of that, and like the first 3 movies. I have watched those back a couple of times. I haven't watched anything after that. So when I found out that Ash was no longer going to be like the lead character, I gotta admit there's some distance there between me and the series. I can't say that I felt a certain way about it. Like, I think it's time. You know, like Ash has been 10 years old for 20 years, 20 plus years. I think it's time to move on. I think it's a good thing. You know, I don't really feel much about it, and I hope I don't offend anybody by saying that, but yeah, I haven't seen them, sorry. Okay, Cynical Apex asks, what is the one thing you wish would be implemented in Pokemon? And that is a loaded question. I cannot just say the one thing I wish was implemented in Pokemon. I have a couple of things. There needs to be a mainline series game that allows you to put on Nuzlocke settings. Like we are now at the point to where Nuzlocks have been played for a really long time, and it is an extremely popular way to play the games. I wish that they would give us the option to play in Nuzlocke mode built into the games. I would want that implemented for sure. The other thing would be the ability to own a house and decorate it. I know we had secret bases, but like they're not good enough. I want a house. Like we're adults now. We can own property, right? Being able to have a space and decorate it, I think would be really cool. All right. DeAndre says, if you were to make any Pokemon spin-off game not already done, what would it be and which developer would you choose to create that game? And that is a very easy question. I want Pokemon Stardew Valley. I do. I want a Pokemon version of Stardew Valley where instead of like harvesting crops and stuff, you harvest berries. You become a berry farmer. And to like cook food, you use a fire Pokemon. Pokemon and Stardew Valley together would make the most perfect baby ever to be born, okay? Who do I think would develop it? Of course, Concerned Ape. Of course, Concerned Ape. But I would kind of want Game Freak to kind of sit in the background. They would probably need some help from Game Freak. So I would say the both of them working in tandem together for a Pokemon Stardew Valley crossover. Okay. Thank you, DeAndre. That's a super fun question. Rayquaza, 1999, I love the name, asks, what is going to be the next gameplay videos or Nuzlocke? Either way, I'm excited. Awesome, thank you. So the next Nuzlocke is going to be Pokemon Scarlet. Yes, it will be here soon, but I've got a little bit more prep to do. So we are going to do some Pokemon Stadium. Before we get that started, it's not going to be that much. There's going to be a couple of gameplay episodes, if that, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on Scarlet. So, yep, that's what's coming up next. Okay, let's see. Spots the Cat asks, what is your favorite Pokemon move to use in every game and why? And the answer is Psychic, yes. I try to use a variety of Pokemon in all of my games. I almost always end up getting some form of a Psychic Pokemon on my team, and Psychic is like one of the best Psychic type moves. So, I think my favorite move would be Psychic. I know, I'm kind of basic, but that's okay. Thank you, Spots the Cat, for asking. All right, Team Vikavolt asks, what inspired you to start the channel as well as a second TCG collector channel? So I kind of already answered the first part of the question earlier with Chili Con Kanye's question, where he asked, why did I start my channel? So you can refer back to that answer, but to answer why I started the TCG channel is basically for the same reasons. I collect Pokemon cards. I haven't in a long time. I just recently have gotten to a place in my life where I can afford to pick the hobby back up. And so I did, and I was like, well, I'm starting a YouTube channel for this. Why not start a YouTube channel for that? And we'll just have fun with both. We'll share both types of experiences. So far, it's been a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen my TCG channel, you can check it out. It's Saffron City TCG. It'll be linked in the description below if you like the Pokemon cards. All right, and then they ask, what are your hopes with the YouTube game? And that is just I hope to inspire other people to have fun and to try Nuzlocks as somebody that is not well versed in them, somebody who is kind of an amateur. Because if I can do it, you can do it, okay? I am not a professional. I'm not that good at Nuzlocks. I'm not good at Nuzlocks at all. I'm trying to get better at them. I don't know, share my experiences with you guys, have a good time, and hopefully maybe one day, if I'm lucky, turn this into a form of income for me so that I can work without working. And last but not least, Kryle. It's Kryle. They ask, if you plan to do other challenges outside of Nuzlocks, what would they be? Other challenges that I would want to do would be like, can you beat this game with this one Pokemon? I know that that's been done to death and back, but I still think it would be fun. But I am not a master, okay? I'm not a pro. Like people like Smallant or Madrybred, I'm not like them, okay? I suck. I'm just joking. I don't suck, but I'm not as good as them. But I would really like to try a challenge of beating an entire Pokemon game with only one Pokemon. So I'm kind of a little baby. Anyway, so that's it for all of the questions that I'm going to answer in this video. This was so much fun, okay? This was so much fun. This was a wonderful experience, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for sticking around through all of the episodes and for having a good time with me on this one. And that's gonna be it. All right? If you liked the video, make sure you like the video, okay? Your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, they help me get seen by other people. So it helps me grow my channel and it means a lot to me, okay? And if you're trying to be snazzy, you can do it real easily just by clicking the subscribe button and then boom, instant snaz. So give it a whirl. Come join the snazziest folks on YouTube. That's gonna be all for this series. Thank you again for joining me. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!